Welcome to the tutorial in Core Java. This tutorial talks about multithreading and concurrency. My name is Cynthia. In this tutorial, we start by looking at single threading versus multithreading, why multithreading is important, and changing a single thread program into multi-threaded program. To get started, let's clarify a few key terms and ideas we'll be using throughout the discussion in this model. First one is process. Instance of a program or application. Process has resources such as memory, network, etc. and it has at least one thread. Secondly, thread. Technically speaking, thread is a sequence of programmed instructions, the thing that executes a program code, and it utilizes process resources. Look at this diagram. This explains single-threaded process. A process is created. That process has resources allocated such as memory. The process runs some period of time. At that time, thread is doing its job. In terms of Java, it runs the main thread. When we pick a moment in time, the thread is interacting with the resources allocated to the process. Let us move to multithreading. A process is created and the resources are allocated to the process. Main thread has started. A thread has the ability to create another thread. At some point of time, the main thread may launch another thread. Later, it may launch another thread. One of those threads that are launched may launch another thread. Now, it is multi-threaded. One process has multiple threads running inside of it. When we pick a moment in time, our process has 4 threads running at the same time. Multiple threads running at the same time brings concurrency. In a time, the threads may utilize the resources allocated to the process. Let us see an example of a simple adder class. In this class, a text file is given, all the numbers inside the text file is added and the result is written in another file. To do that, we have field names for input and output file names. We create a constructor to accept the file names. We have a simple method named doAdd that adds numbers from the file and write the result in another file. Total is declared. A string variable to store the lines is declared. To open a file, we have buffer reader. Within the loop, we read file line by line and add all the numbers. To write the result into another file, we have buffer writer. In this program, the thread doesn't utilize CPU or it doesn't rely on CPU process cycles. It relies on other CPU resources like input, output and memory. Now we are going to use the adder class in another place. We create a string array for input file names, that is file 1 to file 6. Another string array for output file names, creating a loop. Inside the loop, we create objects that read 6 input file names and output file names. After that, we call doAdd method that performs the addition. Since doAdd method throws IO exception, we handle it here. The program is written as a single-threaded application. When we look conceptually, process is created, resources get allocated, main thread started, it does startup work, then the contents from file 1 is added and the result is written into another file using doAdd method. Likewise, thread adds number from file 2 and writes the total into another file. Does the same for file 3, file 4, file 5 and file 6. After that, it does the cleanup work. The operations are done linearly, that takes very long time. Let us see the importance of multithreading. Multithreading can enable more use of CPU. Mostly, threads wait for non-CPU tasks. Nowadays, most computers, mobile phones have multiple CPU cores that allow things to run in parallel. But why that matters? Multi-threading reduces the execution time, that is wall clock time. There is a lot of waiting in the single-threaded, and the CPU is a multi-core CPU. To utilize the multi-core CPU, we convert the single-threaded into multi-threaded. Conceptually, a process is created, memory is allocated, main thread started, and the main thread does the startup work. Afterwards, it starts a thread that does process in file 1. Likewise, it starts another thread for file 2 and it does the same up to file 3, file 4, file 5 and file 6. Afterwards, it does the cleanup work and the time is very much reduced here. Here, simple adder class is converted as a multi-threaded program. There are two ways to create multi-threading program. First way is by extending thread class. Another way is by implementing runnable interface. Here we have created by implementing runnable interface. When we implement runnable interface, we need to use run method. Within run method, we call doAdd method and that is surrounded by try catch. That means exception handling. Here we have created 6 threads. Each thread reads the contents from files and writes accordingly. To prevent the main thread's shutdown before other threads completion, we use join method here. Thus, a single threaded program is converted into multi-threaded program. Hope you got an idea of multi-threading. Thank you.